Everything you see around you, your phone, the lights in your room, even the internet relies on one thing: electromagnetism. But this wasn't discovered overnight. It took thousands of years of curiosity to get there. Broadly, we divide this history into two parts: the classical era, the era of lone scientists, and the modern era, the era of labs, companies, and collective discovery mainly. Let's go back to the very beginning. Legend says a shepherd named Magnus was walking in northern Greece when the iron nails in his sandals were pulled toward a black rock. That rock was magnetite, a natural permanent magnet. Then a philosopher Thales described how amber, when rubbed with cat fur, could pick up feathers. He didn't know it yet, but he was seeing static electricity. In about 1000 BC, humans began using the magnetic compass as a vital tool for navigation across the seas. In the 1600th century, science started to get serious. William Gilbert coined the term electric from Greek word for amber, electron. He was the first to realize the earth acts like a giant bar magnet. And in 1671, the famous scientist Isaac Newton demonstrated that white light is actually a mixture of all the colors in the spectrum. In 1733, Charles Dufay discovered that electric charges come in two forms, and that like charges repel while unlike charges attract. Peter Pan invented the Leyden jar, the world's first electric capacitor. Then Benjamin Franklin famously proved the lighting is actually electricity using his kite experiment in 1752. Then Charles Augustin de Coulomb did something which was beyond imagination. He gave us the math, proving that the force between charges changes based on the square of the distance between them. He incorporated equations with physical phenomena. Then, in 1800, Alessandro Volta developed the very first electric battery. In 1820, Hans Christian Ørsted noticed that an electric current caused a compass needle to move. This proved that electricity and magnetism were linked. Another incident took place in 1820 AD. Andrew Marie Ampere observed that parallel currents attract each other while opposite currents repel. Then the Jean-Baptiste Biot and Félix Savard discovered the law to calculate the magnetic field generated by air, which is later known as the famous Biot-Savart law. Then in 1827, George Simon Ohm gave us Ohm's law, linking voltage, current, and resistance. Then Joseph Henry introduced inductance in the same year and built one of the earliest electric motors. Michael further discovered that a changing magnetic field can induce or create electricity. Carl Friedrich Gauss formulated Gauss' law relating electric flux to charge inside a surface. You may also hear his name in many famous mathematical formulas. Now we reach the holy grail of physics. In 1873, James Clerk Maxwell published his famous equations. He united the work of Coulomb, Westhead, Ampere, and Faraday into four mathematical laws. Our entire modern system is based on these Maxwell equations. Then Heinrich Hertz built a system to generate and direct radio waves in 1887. The famous scientist Nikola Tesla invented the AC electric motor, which allowed us to power the world. Then Wilhelm Röntgen discovered X-rays. One of his first images, one of the bones in his wife's hand. And in 1897, J.J. Thomson discovered the electron and won the Nobel Prize. And in 1905, Albert Einstein explained the photoelectric effect building on Hertz's work, which earned him a Nobel Prize. From here, electromagnetism gave birth to everything: the telegraph, radio, television, radar, transistors, and eventually the optical fiber and wireless communication we use today. From a cheaper sandal in Greece to the high-speed processors in your laptop, electromagnetism is the heart of modern science. It is the invisible force that powers our world.